Hello, my name is Grace, or Gracie. I go by both. No hate to the Graces or Gracies out there. I'm just cool with both of them. I I live on a farm with my parents and grandparents. I'm currently 21. I moved here 6 months ago. I lived on my own for 3 years. I graduated, moved out of my parents' house, did whatever the hell I wanted to do for a hot minute. And then the realities of life set in, and it was rough, and I didn't like it. And luckily, my parents had just bought a farm, and they asked me if I wanted to move out here. So I did. As you can see by my exposed plywood walls and ceiling, I live in a unfinished cabin. I have no toilet, I have no running water, I have no shower, no kitchen. I don't even have a living room. I have a 15 by 15 room, and that is it. I have Wi-Fi though. Bare minimum is Wi-Fi in my opinion. But I have a very atypical life, and I can recognize that. But I also think that there is quite a bit of beauty in the weirdness of my life, of the fact that I'm cool with the weirdness that my life has become. I don't mind that my friends don't understand it, because they don't have to, because I'm the one living it. And I've been finding a lot of peace with that recently. I decided to start this channel because I'm tired of social media being fake, not realistic, and just showing you the best aspects of life. Life kind of fucking sucks. I can recognize that. But why are we pretending that it doesn't? What's that about? And that's okay, y'all. It's okay. I wanted to create a space for people who are tired of the bullshit online and want something that is honest and doesn't sugarcoat real life. Y'all are gonna see the messy aspects of my life, and y'all are gonna need to be okay with that. You're gonna see me cry, you're gonna see me mad, you're gonna see me happy, you're gonna see me loving life, you're gonna see me hating life, you're gonna see me struggling with my mental health, you're gonna see me succeeding with my mental health, hopefully. But we're not going to pretend like everything's good all of the time. We can have good moments, that's great, but not all of the time is going to be good moments. And we need to be okay with that, because that's just a fact of life. I think social media has made a lot of us feel like we have to live a certain way to be happy. Like there's only one version of success or peace, and it's wrapped in filters and aesthetics and constant self-improvement. But honestly, I don't care about what looks right anymore. I think we should all be building lives that actually feel good. If painting your walls purple and eating cereal at midnight makes you happy, do that. If healing means resting more or doing less, that's valid too. You don't need to perform joy. You just need to feel it in whatever makes sense for you. That's what this space is about, showing up as we are, doing our best, even if it's small, and finding peace in the little things, not the perfect ones. I feel like I've spent so much time of my life playing catch up on a life that I was never intended to live or have. There's expectations of people these days because of what we see on social media, but they're not realistic or conducive to everyday life. I have worked tooth and nail to get all of the things that I need to get done on a daily basis into a daily schedule. That includes waking up at a decent time, feeding and cleaning my cat's litter boxes, showering, eating meals, working a full 8-hour shift, going to the gym, spending time with family and friends, all those different types of things. And there just simply isn't enough hours in the day to do all the things that I'm supposed to be doing and also enjoying life. Those things cannot happen simultaneously for me because I simply do not have enough hours in the day to get those things done. Because personally, I need 8+ hours a night of sleep to be a functioning human being. Not even the best version of myself. 9.5 to 10 hours, that's when I'm thriving. 8 hours, I'm able to do the bare minimum. Anything less than 8, I'm like a cranky toddler who doesn't want to put their shoes on. Like I swear, it's a mess. But I've come to terms recently with the fact that I don't care what my life looks like anymore to other people. I've genuinely just decided that I don't care what it looks like. But ever since I was younger, even in elementary school, I was always like, I would love to have a YouTube channel one day. and just be a content creator in the sense of like showing people what it's like to live a normal life. I really love the little things in life. I love watching my cat sleep. I love that first cup of coffee in the morning. I love watching the sunset. I love catching up with friends when we haven't talked in a long time. I love all those little things that people actually don't matter, but those things actually matter the most. For me, big long term goals don't bring me the same kind of happiness that the little things in life do. So I've been making a conscious effort to enjoy the little things in life more every single day and not caring so much about the big stuff in life. When people ask me what my plan is for the next 5 years, I don't have an answer. If they even ask me for the next year, I genuinely don't have an answer. I feel like we need more representation in the media of what non influencer life looks like. I don't want to make any money doing this. I don't want to let it change my personality by any means, because there are a lot of YouTubers that I used to watch that had that kind of like, I don't want to say like grungy vibe, but they were just real and honest about their lives and they were cool with it and they got famous and stuff like that, and now they've changed their fundamentals of who they are. And I think that that's difficult in that sense of relating to people online and feeling comfort in your choices and your life decisions when it's not portrayed in the media in any way, shape, or form. We are all sold this ideal version of life. I'm so sorry, I'm like flashing my tits at y'all. I'm not wanting to. This is not intentional. There we go. There's a lot of things that people can talk about their day-to-day lives, and it's just not being talked about. I feel like everybody wants to show the best version of their lives, which is great. I love that people want to do that. I know that some people are uncomfortable sharing the messy parts of their lives. I am not one of those people. I will be crying on camera. I will be telling y'all if I am having horrendous BMs, aka bowel movements. I be shitting all the time. Can't control it. Letting that one settle in for y'all. I want people to see what it's like to live in your 20s in a not typical lifestyle with someone who's okay with not having their shit together. I'm a mess. I don't have any big plans for my life. You know how people are like, oh, when I get older, I want to like move here and buy a house and have a family and all that type of stuff. I don't know what I want to do, man. I'm 21. My parents sold everything, quit their jobs, and moved to Alberta to buy this farm because that's what they wanted to do with their lives. They're 50. They decided to change their whole life at 50. And to be completely honest, y'all, it's going great for them. My grandparents, the house that they had lived in for 20 years, they sold it and moved to this farm to live with us here too. They are almost in their 70s. They basically not abandoned their whole life, but they basically started fresh at 70. So I'm realizing that at 21, I don't need to have it figured out. My parents, who are 50, didn't have it figured out. They're still working on it. My grandparents didn't have it figured out. They're still working on it. And I think that's a very important lesson for all of us to be learning here, is that people who have their shit together, good for them, great for them. The rest of us, totally fine. We don't need to have our shit together. I have decided that my life goal, where I have had peaked in life, is when I love myself very, very seriously for who I am. You know, when people are like, oh my God, I love myself. I love myself. I'm so cool. I'm so quirky. I'm so hot. But they're like kind of bullshitting because they're like not entirely convinced that they actually like who they are as people. I want to be so confident in who I am as a person that it's unwavering, unfaltering, that like nothing can question me or my morals or my life goals or anything like that. I don't want to change for people. I don't want to become a different version of myself because I like who I am. And I think that's okay. I think that we're allowed to like who we are as people, but there's still spaces where I can grow as a person. And that's basically my goal, is to just grow as a person in the places that matter and keep the morals that also matter and not change them because of whatever the fuck is going on in the world. And I'm going to be so for real right now. I lost my train of thought. Tangent. Why don't people say I love you anymore? I don't know if this is just a me thing, but like I say I love you to all of my friends because I love my friends. And they're always weirded out by it because none of their friends tell them that they love them. Y'all, what is that about? Why can't we love people anymore? What is so wrong with showing that we love people and being unapologetically full of emotion? I guess what I'm trying to say is it's cringy or not cool. Sorry, my cat's hitting the microphone. It's cringy or not cool to be like to have emotions and to feel things fully and to be affected by things emotionally and physically. What's that about? Why did we decide as a society that that's what we were just gonna be like, being sad about stuff sucks, or like liking things suck? People who are too afraid to like things because they're afraid of how people will judge them, boo. Boo is what I'll say to that. Big thumbs down, y'all. I want to create something that is meaningful for me to look back on when I'm older, to see like a visual diary of what my life was like. I don't want it to be a vlog because vlogs feel very performative of you're showing the best aspects of your day-to-day life. I want it to be a diary, basically. Y'all are gonna get some very personal aspects of my life. We're gonna have to be okay with that. We're gonna have to be so cool with it, y'all. Please, please, we gotta be cool with it. Because that's the whole point. That's the whole point. We can't get mad when I have emotions because they're my emotions. They can't be wrong. The whole point of the channel name Gracefully Mundane, obviously it's a play on my name because I'm so quirky and unique and not like everyone else. I love the mundane aspects of life. I love the boring day-to-day shit. It does something for me, you know? That first cup of coffee in the morning when you first wake up, watching the sunrise every once in a while, seeing your cats curled up together, having a little nap, buying new plants, little things like that that bring you joy in life are so important to me. And I think that people need to be better at finding the my cats want my attention, but they can wait a few minutes. I think that we need to work harder as a whole, as a community, in finding the beauty in ordinary moments, because life is really beautiful if you stop and look at it. It takes a lot of time to start to recognize the beauty. I will admit that. I want to show that you can grow as a person without wanting more or constantly chasing that aspect of more that is always sold to us in online platforms of do this and your life will be better, try this and your life will be better. Hey y'all, what if we just all collectively as a society decided that we were just cool with the way that we are as people? It's an idea. What if we just started loving ourselves and our uniqueness for who we are instead of wanting to change everything about ourselves? What if we accepted our uniqueness for what it is? Uniqueness. Don't shoot the messenger. I don't want people to feel like they are failing at life because their life doesn't look a certain way. There is no such thing as failing at life. The whole purpose of life is to experience emotions. In my opinion, the meaning of life is to just experience life itself. Experience what the world has to offer, experience emotion, experience connection, all that beautiful shit. But that also means experiencing sadness, experiencing difficult emotions, experiencing grief. That is all part of the human experience, and that is important. Why are we trying to avoid these emotions? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just here to say that, like, hey y'all, maybe the bad parts are also important in life. As much as they suck, as much as they do suck, they are kind of important. They're pretty important, in my opinion. We as a society, which is so hypocritical for me to say, we don't need to be posting everything that we do online for validation. I'm just saying it. Maybe it would be cool if we enjoyed our lives and didn't need validation from others to enjoy said life. Granted, I am posting this online, or will be. We'll see if I actually follow through. Crazier things have happened. This is basically a video diary for me in the future. Hi, future Grace. How are you doing? Sorry about all the shit that I did or am going to do. My bad. I want people to know that joy and your happiness in life does not need to be aesthetic or productive. If you are experiencing joy or happiness, that is yours. That can be whatever it looks like to you. But that's kind of the whole goal in life, is to experience happiness and joy, whatever that means for you. If it means rolling around in a mud puddle at 3 a.m., go for it, shoddy. I believe in you. Live your truth, because I want to roll around in a mud pit at 3 a.m. That sounds like so much fun. Oh my God. I also hate the idea that we can buy happiness and we can buy all these different things that will change our lives. Have we considered that it's not something that you can buy? Some people are quite literally just born with it. You can't buy, well, I guess you can technically buy like a better body or a better personality or all these different things. But like, again, I'm going to reiterate, what if as a society, as a whole, we decided that our uniqueness is important and to be cherished instead of changed? Just throwing it out there. This is the whole vibe I'm going for. If I start to step out of line, y'all are absolutely allowed to be like, hey girl, check yourself. You are not being your most authentic self. Hey girl, you're being a little too perfect lately. What the fuck is going on? Because nobody's perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. It's all objective, but like that's a whole different conversation. You can expect real life. So like all the messy shit, as well as the happy moments, the sad moments, the slow moments, the soft moments. I love the soft moments. Those are like my favorite. Having a little candle lit while reading a book before bed. I eat that shit up. I want to have short clips with voiceovers with my thoughts, feelings, or gentle reminders. I want to spread joy, not hate. I don't want this to be a place where we hate on other people. This is going to be a place where we love ourselves and we love each other. Okay? Okay, cool. Everybody in agreement, raise your hand and say aye. Aye. Okay, very good, everyone. Thank you, class. Thank you. I also want to make vlogs, routines, quiet days, just existing content. I don't want my content to be over performative. I want to quite literally take y'all along on my day-to-day life. Not super going out of my not going out of my way at all. If I feel like I should pick up my phone and record something, I will. If I don't feel like picking up my phone and recording a moment because I want to be present in that moment, I'm not going to record it, because that's important to me, is experiencing things authentically. So sometimes you might just get me talking about something that's happened that I did not record, and we're going to have to be cool with that, because I did not want to take my phone out and not experience the moment authentically. Cool? Cool. Thank you, class. If you're new here, which you probably are because this is going to be like my first video ever, or if you're a family member, hey, don't talk to me about this in person. We're going to pretend like this doesn't happen. We're going to pretend like you never saw this, and we're going to move on with our lives, okay? If you see me talking about some crazy shit about family and stuff that's happening in my life, no, you didn't. Mind your business. Keep scrolling. This is none of your business. This is my business. This is not content for you. I did not make this for you. I made this for me and the other little weirdos who also want to experience life and happiness, because we deserve it. This is a space for people who are overwhelmed with life, feel like they're lost, feel like they are tired of the bullshit, feel like they are behind, or just want to feel like normal human beings at this point, y'all. Like, seriously. Why do I feel like we have to be like these picture perfect Barbies just to exist in the world? And you don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to be doing perfectly okay. Nobody else really is. All of us are kind of messed up in our own ways, and that's okay. And I think the most important thing, and I'm going to whisper when I say this, okay, class, okay, everybody, if you are trying even a little bit, that is better than nothing. Even if you're doing it half-assed, you are still doing it. Even if you fail, you still tried. And I feel like people do not think these things often enough. We need to be reminding ourselves that trying is what matters. Succeeding, kind of irrelevant in my opinion. Trying things is really what matters. Trying to be a better person, trying to understand others better, trying in general is just so important. And we haven't been doing enough of it as a society. Again, irrelevant to the point here, but still relevant to the world. I think that's really all I have to say. It's like 9 p.m. I've been up since 4 a.m. this morning. I'm tired. I went fishing with my grandpa today. I caught 3 fish, y'all. I caught 2 walleye and 1 pike, I believe. I haven't been fishing in 8 years. I grew up fishing with my family. This, again, my first time fishing in 8 years. So it's been a hot minute. I had a blast. I forgot how much I enjoyed fishing. This isn't common, by the like. I don't want to pretend like the life that I live is normal or idealistic or anything like that. There are aspects of this that absolutely blow. If I have explosive diarrhea, I have to walk a full minute to get to the main house and hope that nobody else is in the one bathroom my family of 5 shares. That's rough. That's insane for most people. I chose this. I intentionally choose to live here and live this life. And I think that's important to mention. This is intentional. No one is making me do this. No one is forcing me to do this. No financial situation forced me to do this. Granted, I was pretty broke for a hot minute there, but to put myself in a better financial situation for the future, I decided moving out here was my best chance instead of continuing to put myself into debt in the Okanagan. Again, not the Okanagan's fault. We love her. We love her so much. She's my favorite. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments. I will address them, maybe. If you're being rude, I'll just ignore you. I hate mean people. Don't be mean. Yeah, my life is pretty weird. I'm not going to pretend like it's not. I'm not going to pretend like I have a perfect life because it's not perfect. I do enjoy my life. I genuinely have been really enjoying life in general. And I think that is a very important distinction to make, is that yes, I'm enjoying life. I still have bad days. I still have days where everything sucks and I don't want to be here anymore. But that's why I'm on medication now. Can you tell I'm medicated? I've been on my medication for a year. It's helped me a lot, me personally. Medication is not for everyone. Again, it's helped me significantly. I feel like I am capable of doing day-to-day tasks that I was not previously capable of doing. Hello, this is Future Grace. I just realized, at the time of editing this video, that I quite literally didn't finish it off by saying anything. I'm like kind of baked right now. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, basically I've created a online space for all of us people who just want to see content that isn't negative or talking about other people or showing a performative version of life. I just want a space online where people can literally just hang out and relax and enjoy life in general, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, if you want to follow along with my content of living on a farm and trying to better myself as a person over time, subscribe, hit the like button or something. I don't know. I have used YouTube forever, but like saying these things in real life feels wrong. Do those things. Comment down below if you have any questions or want to just say anything. But I'm going to sleep now. Love y'all. Good night.